Greetings, welcome to another Deckard Games YouTube thing, and we are still on Blade Runner because, well, I have a update to my review because, a couple of weeks before I turn my review public or something like that, the nice folks at GOG decided to send me an email, an invitation to try out the game on their platform, which blows my mind to just think that GOG has me tagged as a content creator, but yeah, it was a very pleasant surprise. And yeah, after all these years, Blade Runner is finally available at GOG. You can play it on your modern systems in a absolutely legal way. So yeah, it is time to do an update. I have it very fresh on my memory, so let's do some compares and things, see how the installation process goes and how does the game run and whatnot, see if everything is okay, because well, it is kind of emulation and stuff. So yeah, time for some more Blade Runner. Let's do an update on my review. So yeah, you can never have too much Blade Runner, so yeah, let's play some more Blade Runner, this time on GOG. So like I've said, just a couple of weeks after I published my review on Blade Runner, the PC game, the very nice people at GOG reached out to me with an invitation to try out the game on their platform and speak about it, about my thoughts and whatnot. Very much appreciated for this. It was a very nice surprise and a coincidence with my review, and even better, a coincidence with November of 2019 when the movie takes place. So yeah, it all came out really well when it comes to timing and stuff. There was a lot of talk and speculation about the whys Blade Runner wasn't available at GOG, from EA opposing to it, to the source code being lost. While I don't know all the reasons, one of those same reasons has to do with a lot of legal issues that had to be worked around by the people at GOG for the last 10 years. Yes, 10 years to bring us back one of the best adventure games on the PC. You gotta give credit to the people at GOG for their work and passion. While there were other ways of playing Blade Runner on modern systems, none of them was, let's say, the most legal kind of way. Nevertheless, the game is finally available at GOG for Windows PCs, Mac and Linux. It costs less than $10, so it is a steal. This game is worth every penny, and I would point it at the $20 class. So you just add it to your cart, buy it, you click install, and after 22 years you can go from this to this. One of the very first things that came up was the main character's portrait, Ray McCoy, being different from the big box cover artwork. While not knowing the reasons for this option, the big box itself has different versions of McCoy. This is McCoy on the front of the box, and as you can see, it is quite different from the one in the GOG banner. And here on the side, here he is again, in the first CD, and in the manual of the original big box game. It has the same look as in the GOG banner, so this version of McCoy doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from the original artwork in the original game, not on the box, but you can find them on the first CD and even on the manual itself. Regardless of the different McCoy's appearances and whatnot, the game plays, big surprise, like the original game. GOG is using ScumVM to run the game, a virtual machine developed to run old-school adventure games, and despite some minor issues that I had with the Windows resolutions, which seemed to slow down the game and were easy fixes, the game runs flawlessly. One important thing to know about using ScumVM: if you go to the game folder and locate the executable named Launch Blade Runner, click Properties and go to the end of the target line, you'll see a project-nov. In that same line, if you had -rc for restored content, this will allow you access to some restored content that was cut from the original game. As far as I know, not all the cut content is available at the moment, but there's people, nice people working on it, so it is a work in progress, and I can't wait to see all the stuff that was left out from the game and be able to play it. If we put the original and the GOG emulated side by side, they are absolutely the same, so get ready for some 90s pixelization. The cutscenes are there. As for the voices and the beautiful soundtrack that resembles the Vangelis masterpiece made for the movie, everything is there. The game runs pretty smooth, controls are just like playing in a machine from that time period. All is great about the GOG version of the game, let's call it that. You can find my full review here on the channel for some in-depth analysis of the game. If you like the movie, if you like sci-fi and dystopian worlds, if you like narratives that raise questions, and if you think about things like freedom, free will, what means to be human, and what is life in general, this is the kind of game for you. For less than $10, not only you get one of the best adventure games ever made, one of the biggest requests by the retro gaming community, but you could also get a whole new experience with that restored content that may provide an all new approach on the game. So I'm not going to review the game a second time because it plays, looks and sounds like playing it in original good old hardware. Instead, I want to give a big shout out to all the people at GOG for doing all this work during all this time to bring back such a classic game. This is truly some love and care for retro PC gaming and its preservation, and deserves some positive feedback. I don't usually say if certain game is worth it or not, but in this case, is Blade Runner on GOG worth it? Yes, and yes. Go do yourself a favor and get the game. It is on sale, and even if it wasn't, it is more than worth it. This is the opportunity to try out a game that is such a classic, so go to GOG, you can find the link in the description of this video, and don't let all these memories get lost like tears in rain.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
And this was Blade Runner, the PC game, now available finally at GOG. Check out the full review here on the channel and show some love for this kind of work. Remember that you can follow me on the various social media networks that exist for some social media nonsense. Click that subscribe button because your support is very much appreciated. As always, thank you very much for watching this, and until my next video, take care.